3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Am I still hearing music for a reason? Oh, here we go. You see what you did, MC Curtis. Welcome,
I need like
everyone.
3 more hands.
3 more hands? Well, you better grow some. Find a way. Find a way or make one.
Right.
Tell me about 3 more hands. Go to the store and buy some. Sure, they sell them. Welcome, everyone. It's not just a regular day of MediaScope. This is the 4-year anniversary of MediaScope. That's right. Our actual anniversary was on the 29th, which was Monday, but we don't do MediaScope on Mondays. So today we are in celebration of this. Let me say hey to Pastor Monique. Thank you for the, and you Foresight, thank you for all the hearts and for the congrats. And Sab 1908 on Periscope. Also, Enlightened, welcome. Thank you so much. Running for Zion. I am Sonia Michelle. Thank you so much for being here. And who is here? Oh, troublemaker number 1. I spoke you into existence. Natalie Crew is here on the Facebook Live side, all ready for you, Curtis.
What's up, Natalie?
And she said you are slacking tonight. Newt Johnson, welcome all the way from Roxbury, Massachusetts. Thank you for being here. Camille Jamila, I see you're here. Also Anna and Terry and a lot of other people are here too. So thank you so much, and people are coming in. If you don't know who I am, my name is Tachi. I'm a media professor, a filmmaker, a media content producer. I am also a journalist. This is MediaScope. We're going to be talking about the best in media tech and pop culture and celebrating 4 years. But I am not by myself, my friends. Oh, I'm going to, shall we call them one at a time? MC?
However you would like.
You're of no help. So we'll call them one at a time. Is Terry here? Backstage? Wonderful. All right. So you know what?
In the green room.
Okay. Well, so bring her on. Actually, wait. So let's go with the oldest MediaScoper first, the very first MediaScoper. David, are you here?
I am here. How's it going?
I am fantastic. David, thank you so much for being here. Introduce yourself to everyone.
Yes, my name is David Neely. I'm also a fellow scoper, and being with the fabulous Tachi, celebrating anniversaries over here. This is amazing. I mean, she has always set the bar for quality streams, for quality, just content. So this is a celebration. I'm just so happy to be here. You can catch me on the Platform Podcast, which is a gaming podcast. But right now, it's all about Tachi because she's amazing.
Thank you. But we're going to give every one of you time to plug whatever it is you do, because that's what we're about as well, connecting people. Thank you, David Neely. And by the way, once again, he was the very first person, the very first time I went live, there he was. So he will always have a seat on the MediaScope Council, always. And then we also have with us MediaScoper Anna Donofrio Runesville. I hope I said your last name right. Anna, how are you? Oh, unmute yourself, my dear.
Just got that. Woo! Nothing like a good old rookie mistake. Awesome. Let's do this. Woo! I was trying to find the proper emojis for snack time.
Oh, no, it's not snack time yet. See, you're getting people hungry too early. It's all right. We'll do it afterward. So, Anna, tell everybody who you are and a little bit about yourself.
I'm Anna. On Facebook, the whole title is Anna Donofrio Roundsville. You were close. It looks like Runesville. I answered to Runesville, but it's Roundsville. It's kind of French, Spanish thing. It's a thing. I went from Italian to Spanish, so which is not bad actually. Focus. What I do is I'm part of the tribe of people that support people who are on the front lines of live streaming. What I do is I am a moderator. I can also help you with your webinar and so forth. I have my own little business I'm starting up, but right now, for a labor of love, since sort of October 2015, I was part of the Blab tribe, and so that's where I got started, because there's so many people who wanted to be on screen. I noticed that there was a need for somebody to support them properly like you would a stage manager or like a director. The director has a stage manager. You have somebody to kind of greet everybody. You have a house manager. It's like kind of a compilation of a few things from stage that I had a double major, broadcast communications and theater, so I kind of think
Awesome.
a different way. Yeah. So
Fantastic. Well, as you're such an integral part of the MediaScope family, you too will always have a seat on the MediaScope Council. Thank you so much for being
so
here.
honored.
Oh, absolutely. Let me say hey to Sir Exile. I see you're over here on the Periscope side. Also, Twitty Cake. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Dr. V. Abernathy, thank you for being here. And everybody who's sharing, thank you so much. Really quickly, let me say hello to everybody on Facebook Live as well, and WJMSradio.com. Those of you listening in, thank you for being here. Let's continue on. One of my favorites, the guts salesperson extraordinaire, Claude Diamond, coming in from the hills of Colorado, actually the mountains of Colorado. Claude, sir, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Oh, fantastic.
Thank you for inviting me. This is always fun. I'm a big fan too, so it's great to be on the same show that I always watch.
Yeah, isn't that awesome that you get to be a part of it? And you always are, because you are part of the MediaScope family. You too, sir, always will have a seat on the council.
Oh, thank you. You keep me cool. That's what I always like to say. I always like all the pop culture you talk about.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, we have a lot to talk about today, so thank you for being here. And we have someone that I've known for years because we actually used to dance together. We were in the same PhD program, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Dr. Camille Carey. Dr. Camille, how are you?
Hi, I am well. Hello, everybody. I feel honored to be on this council. I don't know. I'm feeling just a little bit of a, I don't know. Do I get anything for being on the council? Do I get this extra clout because I know Dr. Tachi like this? I don't know.
It's automatic. It's automatic. Okay.
But I am excited to be here and to share and to celebrate for MediaScope for 4 years. It has been a wonderful journey to watch, and I'm just really happy to be here with everybody today.
Thank you so much, Camille. You are amazing, and you'll be able to share some of what you do afterwards. Definitely, we've got to plug you. Definitely. Okay, and let's see. Sab says, "I remember blab.im." Absolutely right, Sabrina. Blab.i. I think it was blab. Whatever. Anyway, it's gone. So, too bad, so sad. Also, we have one of my favorite biz chicks, Terry Johnson. Are you here, Terry? I think she is. Curtis, is she here?
I'm here.
Okay, there you go.
I'm like, I'm here. Can you hear me?
That was Curtis. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, Curtis.
When all else fails, blame
Stop the
Curtis.
shenanigans.
Exactly.
Hi, everybody. I'm glad to be here to celebrate the anniversary. And I always say, hey, MediaScope fam, what's up? How you doing? We about to have some fun. And I'm glad to be here with you guys, as always.
Yes, and this is your first time on the yearly anniversary council. May I say you will always have a seat on the council, Terry.
Oh, thank you.
Terry, let me apologize. I know 3 Terrys, and 2 of them spell them with an I, but you do yours with a Y, correct?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So she is Terry. It's not okay. It's not okay, damn it. It's not. It's not. It's just not. So, in any way, Sir X Claude says, good to see you, Sir Exile. Sir Exile says, good to see you, Claude. And Cosby is here too. Welcome, Cosby. Good to see you. Did I get everybody? Is Dr. Vibe here yet, Curtis? Okay, crickets. Do I have a cricket sound effect? Curtis, are you there? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. All right. Did you have to drop out?
Yeah, I did, and that's kind of how it goes here.
Okay, no worries. So I'll know that you will need to drop out when that happens. Is Dr. Vibe here yet? No?
Not yet.
Okay, that's fine. So we're good because we're just going to go ahead and start doing what looking for Dr. Vibe. Dr. Vibe will be here. So, guys, those of you on Periscope, Facebook Live, at WJMSradio.com, if you have anything to say, please put it in the chat. Those of you on WJMSradio.com, you go to Twitter at Tachiada, Tachiada, and you can just at me that way, put your comments that way. And you could use hashtag MediaScope. And guess what? We have some giveaways for later on, and you're going to have to tweet at me for that to happen. So, in any case, let's keep it moving, shall we? Are you guys ready for the, oh, well, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce the producer extraordinaire, MC Curtis. MC, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Hey, everybody.
You sound well. No, you sound.
Calm down, Curtis. Hey, calm down, man.
So much energy. Curtis is excited today.
You can tell it's the 4th anniversary. That's his excited voice. That is his excited voice. So since Dr. Vibe is not here, I think we could bring everybody on. When he gets here, then we'll just cycle through. But bring everybody on, Curtis.
Okay, and I'm going to have to remove myself, and then.
Oh, you'll have to remove yourself to bring everybody on?
Correct. But I can hear you in the background. So.
Okay, yeah, no problem. And if there's something you need to say, just go ahead and
No, it won't be anything I need to say.
Did you hear the bass in his voice when he talked to me, you all? Did you hear that? These people are going to leave, Curtis.
Are you kidding me?
Curtis, these people are going to leave.
I'm having a moment.
And then you'll be left with me. Then you'll see. You'll see. Anyway.
I have a different approach to audio, clearly.
So here we go. We're going to go with the first. Oh, so you know what we don't know is how this is going to work. We're not going to be able to do photos, are we, MC? Put it in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if it's yes, and a 2 if it's no. Oh, yeah, no, we won't be able to. Let me know, Curtis. Okay, I'll just keep going as I'm waiting for him to come back and let me know whether or not we could do it. We're going to start with today, the story about, I sent it to you guys. Not sure if you got a chance to see it. If not, don't worry. Does Comment remembers how to comment here? I'm waiting. I'm hoping he remembers how to comment. So what's going to happen is he'll let me know, and then we'll hopefully be able to see pictures. If not, don't worry. So AT&T has renamed DirecTV Now to AT&T Now. Who's excited? Raise your hand. Put a 1 in the chat if you're excited about this. So this is
behind the time.
Say again, Claude. Sorry.
It's like what took them so long? They're like 10 years behind everyone else.
Well, and here's the thing. So I think they're trying to rebrand. Well, let me talk about it. So you could basically say goodbye to DirecTV Now. Now their live subscription streaming service is called, as I said, AT&T Now. Now they introduced this rebranding just yesterday, and it marks this continued sunsetting that they're trying to do of the DirecTV brand since AT&T acquired them in 2015. Now, this is because of a larger investment from the media giant into streaming services. So in addition to HBO Max, remember I talked about this a few weeks ago, the company is readying for spring 2020. And this is when they plan to test a new internet streaming service called AT&T TV. I'm putting my head in my hands because is anybody else... Do we feel that we're oversaturated with over-the-top and streaming services now? Anybody?
Absolutely. I think it's over the top. I mean, I just think that everything is streaming. I mean, man, we're going to be able to stream funerals and every daggone thing. I mean, what you gonna say? I mean, you're going to be able to do whatever you want.
Say that.
I mean, people will be able to stream whatever you want. I mean, dang, there's going to be high school graduations. You can spend $5 and watch everybody's high school graduation. I mean, it's good. It's wild, but hey, AT&T wants that money, man. That's what it's about.
But do we think that it's too late? Is it too late for them to get that money?
Oh yeah, it's saturated.
It's been calling TV all this time. They've been doing it. AT&T has had DirecTV for a minute. This isn't brand new for them. I've been getting AT&T bills since I've had DirecTV. So it's nothing new to me.
Right, and this change is not going to affect your bill. So just know that you still will get a bill. It just will say something else at the top. So it's of no consequence to me. But, you know, it's interesting the fact that now, because of this rush to everybody having a streaming channel, Disney Plus, HBO Max, BET Plus, everybody is taking their things over the top. And because of that, it seems like everybody is trying to jump on the bandwagon. What I'm fearful of is people, when faced with too much choice, what do? They go back to the old standbys. Are we then going to revert back to the age of regular cable because people don't know what the hell to do, or it starts to add up to too much to have everything they want? I'm really interested in your thoughts.
What do you think? What do you think is going to happen to mainstream TV with all this plethora of competition going out there right now? I mean, you could see from Netflix, Hulu. I mean, they're putting out some pretty good content. You know, some of it's a lot better than what's on the normal ABC, NBC stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, and this is why, if you look at the Emmys, look at the number of Emmy nominations that Netflix and Hulu and all of these people have garnered, right? So this is to say there's been a lot of rubbish on network TV for quite some time. Let's be clear about that. There's some good stuff, but there's also a lot of rubbish. As somebody who has a TV review podcast, I can attest to the amount of rubbish. So the really good, critically acclaimed programming we're seeing is coming from over the top. So I don't know. You may be, but in terms of packaging these things, you've already had this, but I think you're too late to me, AT&T, in terms of this rebranding. Right. Let's go to the room. Go ahead, Camille.
I would agree, but I also think it's really funny that didn't they get in trouble for this in the 80s for trying to monopolize and have this whole one package thing, and they got all split up, they're going back to the same thing all over again? Like, it's on a business side, they're really just kind of reinventing the wheel that they got in trouble for in the 80s. So,
because they think everybody forgot, but not Dr. Camille. Camille remembers.
And Pepperidge Farms remembers too.
You may have been little, but you remember.
I may have been a child, but I remember.
So Enlightened says on Periscope, she's not interested in this because she only uses YouTube. Twitty Cake says another trap though. They want our data. I can't disagree with you. The data is the new electricity, basically. Let's see.
Fraser's here.
Kiwajono, hey, how's it going? And David Pullman, oh my goodness, it's been a month of Sundays. Welcome on the Periscope side. Sabrina asked, is this the demise of Netflix? No longer the only. Well, if they have anything to say, I don't think Netflix is worried. Let's be clear about that one. This is why they plummeted, or not plummeted, but pummeled 13 billion into original content, because they knew everybody was going to snatch back all of their properties and have their own over they knew. So they were like, that's okay. Take your toys and go home. I don't need your raggedy shows because we got our own and we're winning awards. But don't sleep on your laurels yet. Fraser Ramsey, how are you on the Facebook Live side? Carlos Phoenix says, I launched mine early this year. That's right. You do have a platform, Carlos. Wonderful. David Benjamin Eccles, welcome on the Facebook Live side. And also Serena Wills. 8 says AT&T has always been behind to me. They have. And this is because companies don't like change. They don't. If there was no competition, they would not be doing this. Believe me. Believe me. And who else am I missing? Okay, Deborah Kofer, welcome from the Poconos. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. And anybody else I missed, welcome. If you're just joining, you are joining the livest media party ever. This is the 4-year anniversary. Woo. Yes, Anna. Yes, this is the 4-year anniversary of MediaScope. We started July 29th, 2015, and we are celebrating 4 years of media, tech, and pop culture fun and foolishness. And I'm not alone. I'm here with the crew. Show the crew, Curtis, if you could. Or maybe you're showing, yeah, there we are. There's the crew.
We all kinds of rowdy up in here.
I was about to say, are we missing Terry? Terry,
I'm here. I was frozen for a minute.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, Terry is here. So we've got Anna and Dr. Camille. We've also got Terry. We've got the first MediaScoper ever, who is David Neely. And of course, we have Mr. Claude Diamond, and we are celebrating and talking these stories today. Any other comments that you have on this first story? Let me know.
No, I agree. It's too late. I mean, at this point, you got the Disney streaming service coming out. I mean, you got all these different things that are coming out. I mean, and AT&T just now doing it. I mean, even their internet is old school. They had the old fiber optics, which is not even, nobody uses that anymore. So they've always been so behind the times, man.
And late to the party.
And late to the party.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. They showed up after everybody left, and you know how all the cake is gone, and there's just like crumbs left on
everywhere.
Is that a phone?
They're just trying to scrape the crumbs left from the cake.
Wow. My
He has
princess
a phone
phone's
with a
upstairs.
cord.
Phone with a cord. I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
I still have an
one.
AT&T account.
Oh wow! I still have a corded phone in case the power knocks out, but that's it.
Wow. Well, I think Claude Diamond, you are single-handedly supporting their landline business. I don't know anybody else who has a landline, to be honest. Kiwa Jodo, how are you? Kiwa Jodo says the #1 streaming service is my Netflix account. My kids, their friends, everyone is on it, and I bet you it's the same account. I'm not judging. Go ahead. I'm not judging at all. Furby 1971. Oh, 471. Welcome. Thank you for being here. And Jeff Hensley USA. Welcome to the media party. Okay, so if there's nothing else, shall we move on to story 2?
Moving on.
Yes.
Moving on.
Yes.
Moving on. Everybody's also trying to get into the phone game. And ByteDance, who is the parent company of TikTok. Do we all know TikTok, the Chinese platform that a lot of millennials and Gen Z are on, where you can make, music videos and do stuff that I don't want to do? Everybody knows TikTok?
Yep.
TikTok.
My son likes it.
Oh, your son? Okay, exactly. So if your son likes it, even more reason for me not to be on it. Because your son is like 7, right? I don't need to be there. Oh, wait, did we get pictures? Let me find out. Okay, wow.
We do have pictures.
We did? I didn't see them. Okay, anyway. Thank you for see. MC Curtis has a lot of bass in his voice today. He's feeling himself because it's the 4th anniversary. He thinks I won't say anything. All right, continue on, sir. What? Continue on. You'll see. Enlightened says my favorite drag folks are on TikTok. Yeah, and it skews young, but there are a lot of everybody on TikTok. So, and it's a Chinese company, as I said. ByteDance is the parent company. Used to be Musically, if you remember Musically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay.
Yeah, I remember Musically.
Right. So
Musically.
So Musically has transformed now into TikTok. So the parent company ByteDance, because TikTok seemed to be an overnight success, right? That doesn't mean it's always going to be there, but because of its overnight success, I guess this is halo effect. They said we can also be an overnight success in other things. And so what they're trying to do is actually develop a smartphone. They're developing a phone thanks to a deal that they did earlier this year with device maker Smartisan Technologies, according to Gizmodo. So Smartisan has been developing a phone for 7 months, but then ByteDance acquired them and also a number of the company's patents along with it, and some of its employees for an undisclosed amount. Let's think billions in this case, though. That's probably the case. It's not just for a few measly million, although I'll take a measly 1 million any day. It's not measly for me. So they're looking to break into the device production space, basically. Council, what say you about this? Is it too late for anybody else to break into the device space? Is there anything new you think they can add with a TikTok damn phone?
Look at these brilliant videos they have.
I don't know. Like I imagine.
What? And see, this is TikTok.
Yeah.
The app is very intuitive to use with a phone. It's very, you swipe up and down.
Yeah,
so
it's great.
When their parents take their phone, they're gonna go to their TikTok phone, so they can still be able to communicate. I don't know how seriously I'll be able to take it.
Well, yeah, a TikTok phone. My thing is like, this is okay. There hasn't been a lot of success when hardware companies have software companies or services companies have tried to make a foray into hardware. Okay, Facebook had a phone. What happened to that?
Right.
Amazon Fire had a phone. What the hell happened to that?
Right.
Can somebody say Snapchat Snap Spectacles? That was a damn spectacle because nobody bought them.
Spectacle is right.
Okay, it was a damn spectacle itself. So, there seems to be odds against this company in terms of being able to develop something salient, even though they acquired a company that was developing. But, the problem is you're a services company. You provide a service, this platform called TikTok, and now you're trying to foray into hardware. So let me ask you all this. Well, let me just start with this. Do you have to do everything? Do you have to be a jack of all trades? If you, for example, I always call Facebook master of none. Is it necessary? Right. Do you have to also develop hardware in order to be salient as a company? Let me know what you think. This is for you too, Ruth.
Not at all.
No, you don't have to have everything. Like I'm looking at these service providers trying to get this hardware. It's kind of like looking at a potential romantic partner. Like you think that you can be better than the one they got, and that you can do it better, even though history says that they're not a good match. Boo, don't do it.
Right. Right. I know that.
You might not need all the tech for all the things, but I think you need to be aware of what else is out there so that your stuff works on all the platforms. If you can't work with it, then you're dead to me. If I can't access it, forget about it. Like, you know what I mean? And it's got to be fairly intuitive. Like I still have kind of a beef with Snapchat because they intentionally made it difficult for my age group, some of our age group, to get on because they want it to be difficult because they wanted the teenage market. Well, you know what? We got burned once by a certain other, unnamed platform web, who aimed for that damn market and left all of us out when we actually bring a lot to the table. We have opinions, we have money, we have some spare time now that some of our kids are grown. Don't shut me out because I might actually, there's somebody who said if you have a satisfied customer, that's worth more than 10,000 in advertising.
Preach.
Well, there you go. That's it right there. Thank you, Anna.
Absolutely. Thank you, Terry. And the whole thing is they have really I don't know how many of you all are Gen X, but I'm Gen X. They've really said to hell with Gen X in all of this. They don't market anything to us. They're like, you all don't matter. Never mind that we have money to pay for things. And in a lot of cases, they're like, forget you. They are after the millennial and now Gen Z dollar, and the rest of us don't matter. Okay, well, I'm not going to buy your raggedy phone then, But is
the phone any good? I mean, what type of features are on it?
We don't know what type of features. They're still in development. I'm sorry. They're still in development. We don't know. Go ahead, Terry.
Why would we want that phone when we already have phones?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. That's the thing.
And
can they do it for less than Apple can for 1,000? You know what I mean?
That's what I was going to bring up. The Apple just reported their quarterly earnings, and for the first time, the sales of Apple iPhones have been their lowest ever.
Because there's nothing else anybody can do with a phone that is going to impress us. What the hell else can you do with a phone besides have it drive me to work? There's nothing else you can do.
You want to impress me? Bring back your headphones. I am not using this until it dies because it has a headphone jack. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And I bought it secondhand for $300 because I'm not wasting my money, but I want my stuff to work.
Let's go
tell him, Anna. You tell him.
Anna's
I be a little saltier than I thought.
Anna's on a roll today.
She's feisty today.
Let's go to the room. Mark Ward is here. Mark Ward, thank you for being here. So sorry you couldn't join us live, but thank you for being here. Mark says, I see Carol and Mike and Marsha and Greg. Where's Alice? She's on vacation. Brad Llewellyn, how are you? Brad says TikTok is awesome. Lots of creatives on there. There are a lot of creatives on there. You're right, Brad. Also, David Benjamin Echo says, yes, I have TikTok app on my phone. It's great for me to learn new dances. I love to. Oh, okay. Wow. I didn't think about that. I guess because I'm a dancer and I go to class rather than go to TikTok, but that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Let's see. Carlos Phoenix says TikTok helps a rapper break music records. You are right about that. You're so right about that. Serena says another smartphone? No. Or I'll add the hell. Hell no. There we go. Natalie Cruz says throw the whole TikTok phone out of the window. Just burn the whole damn thing. Burn the whole damn thing. There are other people. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Two opinions I have. One, not every new platform out there is shutting us out intentionally. I think there's a new spot that I have been on. It's called Sia.live. We watch movies every Sunday night, not every Sunday night, but lots of Sunday nights. And we have stars come in. And I say we because I've been there a lot, but it's not my platform. It's Carlos has been developing it with some other lovely people from Canada. And this site rocks. Like, I hung out with Kevin Smith twice or three times, y'all. He knows my freaking name.
Wow. Wow. See,
I hung out with Machete. He knows my name. I asked him workout questions on Sia for $5.
Wow.
You know,
See,
it doesn't have to cost an arm and a leg.
So those are things that we need to look at. Are we looking in the wrong places for that kind of recognition? Because we know we're not going to get it from the traditional platform. Well, they're not even traditional, but the platforms that are out there. Let me go over to Facebook. Natalie Crew also says 3 words for these companies. Pick a struggle. I know, right? Exactly. Mark Ward says, I'm waiting for the MediaScope phone. It comes with earrings. Instead of Siri, it has Curtis. That would be awesome.
Oh my God, yes. You can tell me directions any day. Thank you.
Exactly. Kiwa Jodo asked, did the Kardashians make a phone yet? Not yet. And I really would not be surprised if they did, if they partnered with someone to do that. I wouldn't be surprised.
You know what? The
Kardashians. Don't even speak that into existence.
The Kardashians have enough plastic to make a phone.
Oh.
So I'm sure that would be all right with them. So they might be able to do that. We'll
and
see.
this, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call shade.
Oh, that's how that works.
You know, Tachi,
go ahead, Claude. Go ahead.
I see the TikTok today of being the Facebook of tomorrow. You know, Facebook, the kids don't go on Facebook anymore. They've moved on to Snapchat and other things. I'm always checking out the media to see where I can get the most attention for my particular customers. I'm a sales trainer. I use YouTube exclusively and then disseminate my YouTube videos to the other media and see what do I get the highest resonance, the highest attention from. But the TikTok today, it's new stuff. The kids are on it. They're not exactly my customers, but I know the people who are my marketing customers will eventually go on there.
That's right. They will.
They
will.
You know,
so true.
There is a thing that I read something about Gucci being very popular with the millennials. Something about brand recognition and that they now have money to kind of float towards some of that stuff. And I wouldn't be surprised if Kardashians partnered with sort of Hermes or Gucci or one of the really high-end people. Like, that could happen. You know,
it could happen.
Everyone wants a case that doesn't look really too industrial.
Right.
Just saying, you bling my shit out, I might show up.
Phone cases, yes, I could see, but I could also see a phone. What I don't need them to do is millennials and Gen Z, you still have college or whatever to pay for. Can you save your money? That's all I have to say.
Right.
Anyway.
This is my new phone.
Oh, wow.
Is that your iPhone?
It's an Apple Watch 4 with the earbuds. When I go out running or I don't want to haul my very heavy iPhone 10 or whatever, this is all I need. $10.
That's it.
$10 a month with my earbuds. And
that's hot. That's really I like that.
I love it.
I actually can do business with just this little device now.
Oh, that's fabulous.
See, and that's the thing. We went from being really large in terms of our devices to things now starting to get a little bit smaller again. It goes in cycles. So it's fascinating. Let me say hello to troublemaker number 2. I'm so blessed and honored that both troublemakers are in the house tonight. Natalie and Levok, welcome. And yes, Enlightened said trouble finally arrived. Yes. Levok says Kardashian phone. Big speaker. Oh, God of heavens. I just can't. Mr. Carlogic, welcome on Periscope. Good to see you.
Tachi,
And
my brother's watching. My twin brother's watching.
oh, twin brother.
Oh,
What's your twin brother's
wow.
name? What's your twin brother's
Danny
name?
Neely. Danny Neely.
Danny Neely, welcome. Welcome. You have an awesome brother. You have an absolutely awesome brother. I am tailored for you. Thank you for the happy anniversary. Good to see you on Periscope. And Trouble
What
member
is that?
Nick 2 says, "Hey, MC Curtis, this is Levi saying hey to you." He will come when he comes back. He'll say hey. He dropped out so that all 6 of us can be on. Also, MC Curtis, is Dr. Vibe here yet? Please let me know if he is, because then we can cycle him in. Let me know.
I was also on the subject of tech. I've been waiting for a couple of years for something called Fairphone to make its way over to the United States. Fairphone, it does something completely different than the other cell phone companies in that it responsibly sources all the materials. All the chemicals are responsibly sourced and fair trade. And that needs to kind of start happening, because we can't keep raping various people groups and the earth for materials for something that somebody might just toss out in a few years. That's wrong.
Oh, exactly. And we already have a problem with electronic waste, a huge problem. So we really need to start to figure out what we're going to do. Unfortunately, we can't solve that today. Levox says Fairphone to be sold at Whole Foods. Is this the case? Interesting. Interesting if it is.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting.
Very interesting.
I can get organic tomatoes and an organic phone. I mean,
there you go.
There's room for that.
A biodegradable phone. Serena Wills says, I have a few friends.
That's an idea.
Another feature of the Fairphone is that you can work on it yourself. Something breaks, you can replace it yourself. You don't have to trash your whole phone if something breaks. You can take it apart and stuff. So I've just been waiting for this to happen, and so far it's just not happening in America yet. And they went to Android platform, which is a mistake. Sorry.
Wow. Let's see. Let's go back. Boo hiss to the Kardashians and Kanye, says Serena Wills. Natalie Cruz says, every time you mention their name, a kitten dies in Albania. I believe.
Nice.
Oh, goodness gracious me. And Mark Ward says, I appreciate those tiny tots that put my phone together. When they improve the battery, they get lunch. Exactly. You're joking, but it's not a joke, really. Absolutely. The Raspberry Pi does have the ability probably to do something with the phone.
Oh, so, yeah. I remember you mentioned that in one of the...
Absolutely. All right, let's move on, folks. Are we done with this story?
Yeah, we beat it to death.
I think we have sufficiently flogged it. It has been sufficiently flogged. Let's talk about a new bill. All right, guys. So there's a new bill proposed by Senator Josh Hawley. I don't know if he says his name Hawley or Howley, a Republican from Missouri, that would ban autoplay videos and endless scrolling. Yeah, so it's coming under fire under this new bill from Senator Hawley, targeting the tech industry's addictive design. He has proposed the Social Media Addiction Reduction Technology Act, SMARTA. Come on, sometimes I think these people just make things so it can make a cool acronym. Anyway, SMART Act, the SMART Act. Yeah, would ban these features to work that works to keep users on the platform longer, along with others like Snap Streaks that incentivize the continued use of these products. So, if it's approved, the FTC and the Health and Human Services could create similar rules that would expire after 3 years unless Congress codified them into law. So, this is what he says. Big tech. Let me use the voice. I don't know how he talks, but I'm about to say. Big tech has embraced a business model of addiction. Too much of the innovation in this space is designed not to create better products, but to capture more attention by using psychological tricks that make it difficult to look away. That's how I imagine he speaks. I don't know.
With a mind meld or something from, never mind.
No, I'm sorry.
So what do you all think about this? Can you legislate people's use of social media?
Listen, the whole idea is just ludicrous to me as a mom. with 4 children, because you have that autoplay feature for music videos so that they can dance and not get it be in my hair so I can work is phenomenal. And to lose that is going to make my life a living hell. No to the ban of the autoplay, please. For the sake of all that's Michael Jackson and New Edition that keeps them occupied.
Well, what say the rest of you?
These geniuses can't even stop telemarketers. Okay,
right?
People calling it. Then you want to get elected, Tachi? I know how you could be elected our first lady president. You say, if I'm elected president, I'm going to take care of. There will never be another telemarketer. We'll build special prisons for these people who bother us at dinner time. Okay.
Can I tell you, President of the United States is a job I would never want. That would, I mean, that would lead to an early grave. No, thank you. But thank you for the thought.
You get an extra Twitter account, I believe, when you become president, though.
There you go.
Hey, you know, and you can always use one of them, you know.
Oh, goodness gracious. Terry had to leave, so let me say thank you to Terry for being here, and we'll see you again. One of you had something to say. I'm sorry, continue.
Yeah, to me, I just don't understand why this is what people in the Congress is focused on.
Exactly.
I mean, we're sitting here worried about a video that does autoplay when we have our infrastructure that was hacked, right? When we have things that have been happening to our country that are quite detrimental, but we're worried about autoplay on YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, this is so not important. I mean,
bridge.
It just is like not important.
No, but this is what, and it's sad because this is what we see over and over and over from the people who are supposed to represent us in terms of legislation.
Right.
This is what you choose to focus on. This is what the hell I pay you for. Oh. It's despicable and disgusting. My thing is, I think that needs to be, in my opinion, that's an individual choice. If somebody just wants to stay on social media all day and do nothing else, well, that's on them. I don't think you can legislate this out of people. There has to be some level of self-control. Why would you put rules in place? Why would you put rules in place for that?
Yeah. Why?
And it isn't like technology isn't good at sidestepping the rules.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Camille. What did you say?
I said put a little sticker up like they do for cigarettes and alcohol, and let people make their own choice.
We it's counterproductive because it's been proven that the sticker actually makes people want to smoke more.
Wow. Okay, well, then don't put a sticker on it. What happens is people on their own will get tired of this type of thing. People will realize it's detrimental after a while. When they realize, well, gee, I'm not making enough to do anything, but I'm trying to be a YouTube star, they're going to realize, and that's not to say there are not opportunities. There are. But I think too many people think that they're going to be the one that's going to be a multimillionaire off of that. My friend, I need you to take a minute and think for a while before you do that.
That's right.
Think about what you're trying to do to me.
Exactly. The Beer Raw Starter Kit, welcome on Periscope. Also, let's see. Levox says tech will design something to get around him. You're right. Wherever tech is involved, they will devise something as a way to run around. Let's see. Enlightened says stay out of media, please. Well, exactly, right? Let's see. Levox says electronic babysitter. Oh, goodness gracious. Thank you, Enlightened, for enlightening Twitty Cake on what the conversation is about. And let's see. Doesn't Marianne Williamson have a phone yet? Who is Marianne Williamson? Somebody help me.
Presidential candidate or Democratic presidential candidate.
Oh, Marianne Williamson,
yeah.
So here's my thing, people. There are too many of them. Call me when it gets down to 2 and I'll start caring. So I'm overwhelmed. So I don't know who is who. So maybe Marianne Williamson does have one. And kudos to the person who knew that Marianne Williamson was a person running on the Democratic ticket. I'm so disillusioned by politics. I don't even pay attention as much anymore, which is probably sad, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm tempted to go full on like libertarian at this moment. Like I'm disgusted by the Republicans. I really, well, it's hard to find a lane, really, that
Now, you know we don't do politics here on MediaScope. You know we don't do politics.
I know, but you know what I mean. But
Well,
I agree with you in that it's hard to find somebody to agree with.
MC Curtis has something. Yes, sir.
Well, no, I was just gonna say is that I think at this point it's just like if that person in the office right now can get in the office, everybody is like, you know what, I'm in.
Right.
That's true. And thank you for your bit of politics right there.
I forgot the rules.
Let's see. David
I had to
Benjamin
check myself too.
echoes-
Don't worry about it. I had to check myself too because Tachi knows I used to have a political stream, so I knew I had to rein it in a little bit.
I gotta follow you on all the stuff. We gotta exchange links later.
Definitely. Oh, Nadine, how are you? Nadine Kelly, welcome. Thank you for being here on the the Facebook Live side. Let me introduce myself again. It's been a minute since I did that. If you don't know who the hell I am, welcome. My name is Tachi. I'm a media professor, a filmmaker, a media content producer. I'm also a journalist. This is the 4-year anniversary show. We are talking all things media, tech, and pop culture with the MediaScope Council. Anna, David Neely, also Mr. Claude Diamond. We've also got Dr. Camille. Terry was here with us earlier. And of course, MC Curtis. Say hey, MC. Okay, guess not. Anyway.
Carlos is here. All right.
Bobber, welcome. So good to see you on the Periscope side. Thank you for being here, as well as Ashley Jade. Vivek is saying 4 more years, so we're going to try and make this 100 more years. So,
wow.
We're going to do it. How are you, Bobber? Good to see you. Good to see you. Also, David Benjamin Echoes is asking if we could leave this up so you could do a Facebook. Oh, of course. This is staying up. So you guys are free to watch the fun and the foolishness and shenanigans all day. Oh, who's this?
This is Carlos Phoenix.
Carlos Phoenix. Hey.
Who's this? What is that?
Okay. He's our surprise guest because I saw an opening and I went for it.
Hey, how are you? Carlos, welcome. For those of you who don't know, Carlos Phoenix is a MediaScoper. He's part of the MediaScope family as well. He also has a number of platforms. Okay, so I'm going to give you time at the end to talk about what you do. So it is. Welcome, Carlos.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's you and everybody here and all of you watching that have made this a reality. Thank you so much. Twitty Cake, I'm glad you're having fun. Yay. Come back every week. We have fun every week. We try at least. All right. So let's do this. Let's move on to the next order of business. Next order of business is going to be, unless anybody else had anything to say about this bill.
Nah.
It's stupid.
Yes.
Nah.
I think we're all in agreement. Okay. I think we're all in agreement that this is absolute rubbish. So, moving on. Facebook, Vivek's favorite, is funding brain experiments to create a device that reads your mind. Who wants one? Raise your hand.
I don't know if the internet can handle my mind.
Wow. Well, you know, it's let me just tell you, let me learn you about this. Yeah, Twitty Cake. Exactly. Okay. So Facebook announced that they want to create a headband. Thank you for the photo that would let people type at a speed of 100 words per minute just by thinking.
Ooh.
But type and do what else? Hashtag side eye. So now they're revealing that it's been financing extensive university research on human volunteer. Oh. Something wicked this way comes. And today, the research was described in a scientific paper from the University of California, San Francisco, where researchers have been developing a speech decoders to be able to determine what people are trying to say by analyzing their brain signals. Now, this sounds good on the surface, okay? It sounds good on the surface.
For those people who don't have a Tumblr account, yeah, sure.
It sounds good. It sounds good. So the research is important, you know, according to The Verge, because it could help show whether a wearable brain control device is feasible, because it's an early example of a giant tech company being involved in getting a hold of data directly from people's minds. And that right there, that last part, data directly from people's minds.
That sounds like Satan.
Okay. I mean, this is
That sounds
Black
like Satan.
Mirror. This is Black Mirror all over again. Didn't they warn us on that program?
Every program has been warning us.
Read middle school coming to life. Like, what is this?
What is this, man?
Dr. Spock tried to warn us on Star Trek in the 60s. Everybody's been warning us. We don't listen, and we never learn. We never learn.
I just finished watching that movie on Netflix.
Okay.
That talks about Cambridge Analytica and all this AI and how Facebook and all that stuff. So already, they already have enough information to kind of have an idea of predicting what we want. Everything from products to you're pregnant to, all other deviancies. And what's interesting is how we believe that there's portions of their applications, including Facebook, that is privatized or encrypted, but it's not encrypted. It's they got the key to read all your stuff. They may not be sharing everything, but to corporations, it's everything. So now, if you're going to give them access to free reign in your brain.
Exactly. And see, right now, they're just coming up and deducing this by process of elimination and things that so they're guessing that this is what you're doing and what you want. To actually have the key to know that this is what you're doing and what you want, that to me is dangerous. Anybody else have anything to say about this?
It's Orwellian. I mean, it's crazy.
It is.
My wife can read my mind already, so.
I like that one.
Yeah, but if she's selling it to corporations, when you apply to a job, will they just know what you're thinking and say, you know what, we're not going to hire them just by his thoughts?
On the flip side, I don't know. I on the one hand, it would be really great to be able to type 100 words a minute, like effortlessly. That would be nice to. No, because
I can type 75.
No, I cannot type that fast. That's why I have to resort. I handwrite faster than I type.
But they have voice recognition now, so you don't even have to be able to type 100 words a minute.
Tachi, I do have that Facebook device, by the way. I have a special friend who works there, and it works really.
Yes, the tinfoil hat.
I cannot believe what these people are thinking. Oh my God!
Wait, I think that's the beta version.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the beta.
On the one hand,
it's also a salad maker too.
Oh, so double duty.
Begins to nods. Yes. On the other hand, we self-censor ourselves when we're online. I would think most of us don't really divulge everything we're thinking all the time because we're socialized, I think, to be good. I think. I don't know if I could. I joked before that I don't know if the internet could handle my brain and how I think, because like if you're a divergent thinker and you think across various planes at the same time, you're gonna have half-baked weirdo ideas. I don't know if I want that out there.
No, I absolutely. Serena Will says Facebook needs to be the Bama. Oh yes, let's do that then. Facebook, you are the Bama of the week. Okay. You are the Bama of the week, and the words of Huggy Lowdown. Absolutely.
Okay.
Nadine says, "What's next? Thought control. If they can do this, they can probably control your thoughts at some point. Absolutely.
It's already happening, actually.
If they already manipulated elections, what else can they do?
Exactly.
But it also manipulates our behavior on certain sites because we know that if we come up with an argument that most of our peers won't dig, we're not going to say it because we don't want to chum the waters.
That's not true.
True.
No, it's totally true.
No, to some extent, you're right. Liana, hello, welcome on Facebook Live. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Also, Candace Harris, another Howard University School of Communication PhD grad, is here. How are you? And congrats on she's just. I'm going to make this announcement. I love bringing on people. She has just become Associate Dean for the School of, Associate Dean for the School of Arts and Sciences, something. She's the first communication person to hold that at the University of California, Northridge. She's also the first African-American and the first African-American woman to hold that. So
Oh wow, awesome!
So, do you see what Howard University produces? HU, you know.
Man, I have to look into that because I wanted to have a PhD and I didn't see a lot of potential over in the area I'm currently located in. So maybe I might have to take a look at Howard. You know the location I'm in because you're from here. You know, so
There's
so you know that there's a lack of I don't want to say ingenuity, but there is a little bit of that. There's a very conservative thing going on, and conservative is fine when you have a family, but on the other hand, it's hard to have innovation when people are too scared or too inhibited to do something different.
I'm sorry, Western New York, they need to step it up. So that's all we have to say about that. Hey, Peekaboo, how are you on what's going on the what's the name side? Leebox says go Fresno State Bulldogs. Boo says you Northridge, you're terrible. Absolutely. And then Enlighten says that the sheep will buy it and use it happily, talking about the head device. Sheeple, absolutely, absolute sheeple. All right, so let's quickly go through this because we're running out of time. So, and I don't want to keep you all any longer. Thank you for everybody who is here.
I have nowhere to go.
I know, but you know I like to respect your time, and I'm thankful that you're here. So thank you to everybody who is on Periscope, on Facebook Live, also on WJMSradio.com. And we have a giveaway that we're going to do, so I can't leave just yet. So let's move on to the next story, unless somebody else has something to say about Facebook's nonsense. Great. Now, if you want your funeral live streamed, it can be so. So families are actually grateful for this. And there was, this was in Wired, the magazine Wired, or the publication Wired. So a woman named Natalie Levy, or I don't know if she says Levy or Levy, people pronounce it differently. She is actually Jewish. And if you know anything about Judaism, if once somebody dies, they need to be buried as soon as possible. I think somebody correct me. Is it within 48 hours?
24.
24. Okay.
Sundown to sundown.
So you have 1 day to get it together, basically, which is good. It cuts down on a lot of things. But if you have people that are away, they may not be able to make the service. So Natalie Levy, when her mother passed away, the chapel offered the ability to live stream this. So she took it and they were happy about this. So the live streaming, a lot of chapels and a lot of funeral homes are offering this ability now where you're able to live stream your the funeral. I want to know your thoughts about this. I am so interested. Panel, what say you?
Okay, I have opinions on this. We'll let Claude go first.
Thank you. A good friend of mine, seriously, 6-7 years ago, Pat, my best friend in New Jersey, passed away. I was in California, and I actually called up the funeral home and said, could you broadcast this? I can't attend, and I really want to feel like I'm part of this. And so here we are. I mean, there's a real need for this idea.
Okay. Okay.
It's a great idea.
I am now going to offer a special on all the hardware and software that I offer for live streaming to funeral homes.
Okay, so this actually
now,
that's another thing, Carlos. This actually presents an opportunity for all of us that are in the live streaming space that understand the technology, that understand how to run it. So from selling the technology to these funeral homes and chapels to actually offering your services to run these things so that they don't have to do it in-house, that presents an opportunity. So it's a damn shame that it has to be because of this, but it does present a business opportunity.
People are dying to live stream.
Yeah.
Oh God! You might want to work on the tag just to tell you.
I had to do it.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
This business idea is not dead.
I have a different perspective.
Okay, go ahead. Camille has a different perspective.
Yeah, I'm not someone who actually really feels comfortable going to funerals anyway. So the idea of having to watch it on film just does not appeal to me. I can see from a business side how this can work in terms of being able to sell the hardware and all of that stuff and being able to offer the services. But as the loved one / family member, I just have no desire. And I would take offense and say, hey, can you live stream your mom's funeral? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know about this. I think it's nice as an offering for it to be there for those people who want. I just like me, I am not a fan of funerals. So to watch it, and then for your loved one, do you actually want to watch the replay? That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, hold on. Don't go crazy.
Hit that like, hit that notification bell. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit that on the next funeral.
Actually, I'm headed to calling hours right after this. Legit. Like I'm going to do a wardrobe change, and I'm going to calling hours for a friend of mine's sister who died at the tender age of 35 from a horrible blood disease. And this caught everybody by surprise because we didn't know it was that bad. Nobody, like her whole family, her intimate family, did not know it. Like no one expected it to happen this fast. Like no one expected it because it was such a mysterious disease and it took such a long time to get diagnosed. And then she was doing okay, and then she wasn't. So to be able to offer that as a service from the controlled setting of the funeral parlor, I think that would work really nicely, because if they could control where they position the cameras, how it's done, like which angles they want. I think in the article that was presented, you got a feeling that a lot of people get blindsided by death in such a way that they are in shock still when the funeral happens. So they don't remember all the good things that people said. And when they get the chance to do the replay and they get to hear loved ones saying good things about their loved ones, it helps them. And even in the article, the person said, if it just helps one person, worth it.
Right.
Well,
I guess
So
it's a very individual thing. Go ahead, Carlos.
I apologize.
That's
so
okay.
there's a number of different scenarios for this. One, as a person who is involved, or at least informationally, with the whole wall thing, where you have families on both sides of the border, and God forbid something happens on one side of the border, clearly the other side can just fly over because of certain laws. That's one. So there's scenarios for that. Two, I mean, we see funerals when a senator or a president, they stream the whole thing, so that because they have this enormous amount of public that shows or attends, and not everybody's obviously going to be able to go in and see. There's times when we have certain heroes that are, that pass, firefighters, police officers, stuff like that, where a scenario like that, or a star, as an example, scenarios like that. So there's localized type of scenarios that something like live streaming of a funeral can happen. And when I was, even though I was semi-jokingly about discounting the equipment, it's more about, well, let's do this the right way. So part of that includes training. And, funeral parlors are not going to be like media people. They're not going to know what to do. So, being able to do it properly, just like when people are streaming, let's say, weddings and stuff, you want that to be properly done. So it's not just this, somebody shoving a phone through the funeral. It's just not, that's not cool. So, doing it correctly with taste, being able to show presentations and videos of, the person's past, of being able to get the speeches and the audio correctly. If things are properly done, I mean, it can be done tastefully.
It'll be another income stream for the funeral home. They'll love this.
Yeah. Absolutely. They do. In fact, they have, this is part of different packages. So that is an option that exists. So Jay, welcome on the Facebook Live side. Candace Harris says, Associate Dean of the Mike Curb School of Art, Communication, and Media. That is her actual title. Fantastic. Bobby Stamps, welcome on the Facebook Live side. I saw you were also on Periscope. Jay actually says, yes, my brother-in-law had his funeral private on YouTube for the ones that could not make it. Interesting.
Yeah.
And Serena Will says, heck, some funeral homes have a drive-through window, which I think is crazy. You can view the body in a window as a drive-through. That's just, and if you've ever watched, there was a show on TLC. This is now probably like 6 or so years ago that was called the Best Funeral Ever, where the deceased had all sorts of crazy things they wanted. So, for example, the deceased really loved roller coasters, so they took the urn on a roller coaster for the thing. Oh, Dr. Vibe.
I mean, that's crazy.
It is Dr. Vibe. How are you? Welcome. Welcome, Dr. Vibe. Thank you for being here for the tail end of this. Thank you.
I'll take the tail if I can't get the front.
There you go.
All right.
Also, with this particular show, which was only on for 1 season, there was a person who really loved Wheel of Fortune. What did they do? They had a giant wheel and they put the coffin in the middle and they spun the coffin. I just thought it bordered on sacrilege, but this is what people wanted. So it's really interesting. If they could do something like that, I guess there's nothing wrong with live streaming it. I guess it is an individual choice altogether.
On the flip side, I actually had a friend who live streamed, I think using Facebook or something, a wedding to a sick family member who was not able to physically make it, and I thought that was a sweet touch. So, like, now you have to have certain permissions because it was the grandmother of the groom that was allowed. Because it was all sanctioned ahead of time. But
right.
Isn't that a nice way to include people, like another significant life event?
Absolutely. And then the final thing I'll say about this is that there's some technical, as Carlos was mentioning, there's some technical considerations, but there's also licensing. If you're going to have music there, you have to, now funeral homes and chapels already have to get licenses to be able to play certain music in there. So the thing is, if you're live streaming this, now you have to get another license because that is something else. So you also have to think about music rights when you do this. So streaming brings a whole new level of permissions that they did not have to think about before. So let's do one last story and then we're going to hit it. We're going to pop over to this. It seems that now anybody can have petitions for any damn thing and have people sign it, because apparently 99,000 people have signed a petition to move Halloween to a different date.
Oh.
Today on What the Hell Is This?
I would like to recall the Bama vote.
You can have 2 Bamas of the week now. There's a petition to
Maybe you can make a donkey of the day or something like that.
That's true. So there you go, donkey of the day. So there's a petition to change the date.
That's crazy. I saw that story. I just went, really?
Yes. It's accumulated more than 99,000 signatures thus so far. They have a new goal now of 150,000, and it may be within reach. So they launched this last year. The Halloween and Costume Association on change.org. People are dying, but this is what we're fighting for. Anyway.
Right. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like so much important stuff, man.
But it's a reflection.
I mean, what's going on for real?
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
I think, can we get 99,000 signatures and change the water in Flint? Like, what is this?
Wow.
Thank you. Exactly. Go ahead, Dr. Vibe.
But it's just a reflection of the whole world of social media and live streaming. Sometimes there's just too much, and like you say, sometimes there's some waste of skin, to take a Tachi phrase.
Yes.
To me, this is a waste of skin thing. Just saying, but
absolute. So what they're campaigning for is for this to fall on the last Saturday of October, which would mean a safer, longer, stress-free celebration for participants. Here's the thing. You cannot, the next day is All Saints Day. The original thing, even though it's, quote, a pagan holiday, it came out of religious celebration. So the All Saints Day is a celebration of all the saints in Catholicism. The night before, a Hallow is a saint. So it's actually All Hallows Eve, or Halloween for Hallow Evening. That's how it came about. So are you now also proposing that we change All Saints Day? You don't change things because you want it to be daylight. It's like this daylight savings time nonsense. That's exactly what this is like. I am not in favor. Please keep Halloween on the 31st, and it has always been. That's my 2 cents.
Right. And then to add to this whole thing about safety during the daytime, there are states like Wisconsin. I grew up in Wisconsin. We never trick-or-treated on actual Halloween. It was always the Sunday afternoon between 2 and 4 before Halloween. So you want to change, if you want to change stuff, how about you change that stuff? You don't have to change the actual date.
Exactly. So let me take a few more comments. Levock is starting a petition to stop petitions. I'm with you. I'll sign it.
Okay. I like that.
Peekaboo says, let's scare them so they don't do it. I'm with it. Twitty Cake says, unbelievable. Cliffyland, hey, how are you? Welcome on Periscope. Peekaboo says, let's move daylight savings time instead. I will sign that petition and get rid of daylight savings time.
Get rid of it.
Absolutely. Let me look really quick on Periscope. They said those 99,000, Sarita said those 99,000 are also Bamas of the week. Yes, I agree.
Wow.
I agree.
love our Periscope audience. I just love them.
When Periscope works.
Damn.
They're absolutely awesome. August Crenshaw, welcome. Thank you for being here on the Periscope side. Let's see. Sarita also says, Waymint, not wait a minute, but Waymint.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Move Halloween to another day? Oh, heck no. Tell those 99K to go sit in a corner and shush. I will do so. I will do. My thing is, like, you have all this energy to do that, to read the actual petition and have the real audacity to lift up your fingers and type. There was nothing else you could do at that time? Anyway,
you to read that and say, "Oh wow, yes, me. I'll include myself in that number." You could have done so much more with your life. You could have read a book.
99,000 petitioners. You also are the Bama of the week. We. In the words of Huggy Lowdown, guys,
they could have just had a V8. They could have just had a V8, man, and just called it a day, man.
I know, right?
Get it out of here, man.
Exactly. Before we go, let's do this, because I know we've gone way over, but I mean, there's a lot of us. We have no choice. So before we introduce you all again and you say where you are, let's do this. The earrings I'm wearing, you guys know I have this earring lady who started watching on MediaScope, and then she just she sent me earrings, and then I said, hey, there's so many of my sorority sisters were asking about these, and she said, oh, sent me some more earrings. So I told her I was going to do the giveaway. So I have 2 pairs of earrings from culturalfindings.com to give away, and I want to give them away to you. So even if you're a guy, you could wear them too. Maybe you want to give them to someone, so everybody is eligible to
maybe just wear one.
Wear one, make a statement. They are actually leather and wood, and they are absolutely amazing. So I have black.
I like me some leather, not gonna lie. And I have some red. I'm just saying. Saying.
All right. So I have on the white, as you can see. They're really nice. They're not. Really nice. They're lightweight. That's what I like about them. So thank you to Wanda from culturalfindings.com. You are awesome. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to use Twitter. I don't have an assistant to do all the names or whatever to pull. So we're going to use Twitter. The first person to tweet me as soon as I say go, don't do it now because you're going to lose. The first person to tweet me when I say go on @Tachiata, the first 2 people, @Tachiata, TACHIADA, and then put #MediaScope. Put earrings, #MediaScope, and you will get them. So we will wait. And as we're waiting, I'm going to say, so again, on Twitter, @Tachiata, TACHIADA, earrings, hashtag, tweet at me, earrings, hashtag MediaScope. Go. All right. So thank you very much to everybody for making this 4-year anniversary something really special. To the council, you are appreciated, you are loved, you will always have a seat on this council. Let me have each of you introduce yourselves again and what you do. So plug anything that you have coming up. Let's start with Anna. Anna, go ahead, introduce yourself, reintroduce yourself, and plug whatever you have coming up.
All right, my name is Anna Donofrio Roundsville. Actually, it's just Anna Roundsville, but on Facebook, it's all that because you have to. I do 2 things. One, I support live streamers, and how I do that is I am active. I'm sort of an activator in the chat. I act as both a sort of a house manager. I'll welcome people, and I also support the hosts in dropping links for their guests and so forth, so that everyone feels welcome and everybody gets to know each other, and the engagement is through the roof. And that's just how I roll. I'm in Rockport, New York, and nobody really knows where that is except Tachi because she's awesome. But I also do other things, in supporting other people's live stream efforts. I also I've been helping to provide some visibility for Sia, not in a paid position. I'm just a friend of one of the creators, and it's Sia.live. And just go and check out their site and see what's there. It's all very reasonably priced. It's like $4.99 to spend an hour and a half or 2 hours with in the company of Hollywood talent and really good YouTubers who are in the space, and worth it. So
amazing. Thank you for being here, Anna. All right, so the next person we'll go to is MC. Can you never mind. Let's go with Claude Diamond.
Yay, thank you. My name is Claude Diamond. I'm a big Tachi fan, first of all. Thank you for it. Happy anniversary once again. I'm a gut sales trainer. I think sales is the $1 million skill, being able to be a good communicator, a good persuader. And again, I just want to give away, I can't give away earrings, but I'll give away my book. It's a $99 book. Anybody who goes to claudediamond.com, because all you got to do is in the little box, you click on the box there and say, I love Tachi, and I'll send you a free book.
Oh, awesome. Yay. Thank you, Claude. Wow. Fantastic. You see what MediaScope does? That's awesome.
And
That's awesome.
And he's got champagne chilling somewhere.
Yes. So now let's go. All right, there you go. Tiny wine. Here we go.
I thought it was a whole down here in Yon. Wait a minute.
I finished that an hour ago.
Camille.
That was an hour ago.
It's gone now.
Now we're doing little bottles of Tito.
Camille, go ahead. It's your turn.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I am Dr. Camille Anderson. I am the founder and executive director of Bilingual Brown Babies. It is a language and lifestyle coaching system for Black families to become bilingual in English and Spanish. So I work with folks in language. So you can find me on all things Bilingual Brown Babies on all platforms. So that's IG, that's Twitter, that's Facebook. You can just find me anywhere there, and we can absolutely talk. I'm a linguist and a scholar. I love to talk about language. I love to talk about language and identity. So we can absolutely have conversations whenever.
Fantastic. Awesome. I'm going to have the first MediaScoper go last. So Dr. Vibe, go ahead and introduce yourself and plug what you have going on.
Well, thank you, everybody, for having me. And first and foremost, I want to say a special thank you to Tachi. Thank you for all you've done. You've made me a better person, and I think I can speak safely for the other people in the council that you've made them better people. And I know you've helped many, many, many people over the last 4 years. And before those last 4 years, you've helped them. And I know you're going to help and empower and enlighten people going forward. My name is Dr. Vibe. I'm host of the award-winning Dr. Vibe show at the VIBESHOW.com. I'm the host of Epic Conversations and have the home of Epic Conversation. I've had Dr. Tachi on for, a number of years. So you can check her out there too with a lady named Encyclopedia Brown. and they're on most Wednesday evenings at 9 p.m. But we always have epic conversations on the Dr. Vibe Show platform. I've done over 2,000 of them. And last year I was the Innovation Award winner given out by the Canadian Ethnic Media Association. So if you want to come on and you have something you want to plug or a subject you want to chat about, come on over to the Dr. Vibe Show. We can have you on. Or if you want me to host the conversation for you, we can do it. So again, Tachi, much thanks for everything you have done, are doing, and will be doing. And also a big shout out to MC Curtis also, because I know you couldn't have done it without him.
Yes, I could. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Just kidding, Curtis. Anyway.
Are you?
Okay, and then I think finally we're at our. Am I missing somebody? Our last one before David? No, I think we're good. So let's go ahead and David Neely, come to the floor. Introduce yourself once again and what you have, plug what you have going on.
Me and Tatiana go back like babies and pacifiers. Hey, listen, my name is David. I represent the Platform Podcast. It is a video game podcast. We talk about gaming news, gaming culture, and anything gaming. My avatar on here is actually called the Political Gamer. So, you know what, sometimes I will cut loose there, but really it's about Tachi, really, because it's just simply amazing that she has been here for 4 years, actually longer than that. I've been on Tachi streams for years, and she is really the one who inspired me to actually start streaming because she made it look so effortlessly. So it was just like, wow, I mean, this is the person I would have to learn from anytime presenting her streams. I mean, look at her now. I mean, I like paid to see Tachi because the streams are so good. So, I mean, this is like awesome, and I'm just glad that all these years, you know, I can still be a fan. This is amazing, yo. I truly do appreciate you having me here. I mean, this is like awesome. You're so amazing. So keep it up, girl. You're always going to have something great going on. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir. You know you're my favorite. The first MediaScoper ever, ladies and gentlemen, David Neely, also known as Prime Time. So, and then is Carlos Phoenix still here? MC? Yes. Let's get I thought you had gone, so that's why I didn't. So Carlos Phoenix, go ahead, introduce yourself, and plug what you have coming up.
Well, I first of all I've loved watching you all these years. You and I have our own little special relationship behind the scenes. You know I love.
See, don't be making people think that we have something going on.
We have one of. But you know what I'm saying is, like, you know how I admire your not only your intelligence, but the fact that you're doing media the way you're doing it. Love that you teach it, and you know how I feel about it in terms of the technology and that type of stuff. So the fact that we've been able to not only maintain conversations, but also, you know, I've opened the doors for some opportunities, hopefully between us. And so, but you know, that's all behind the scenes stuff. Anyway, about things that I do, you had mentioned that before. Gotten addicted to live streaming for almost a decade now, actually over a decade now, and knowing where the direction is going to be, I started working behind the scenes on building platforms for the use of not only live streaming but also the video on demand, doing an OTT platform, and like Anna mentioned before, the SIA platform. The SIA platform is allowing you to interact just like we're doing right here, right now, except you get to watch a feature film or a live concert or a play or something like that, and you get to interact with the entertainers. So that's kind of what SIA is about. And you do it, you know, you pay a fee to join and be a part of that kind of production. And we have Hollywood actors in there. We got Grease coming up. We got Cheech Moran coming up for Up in Smoke. We got actors an actress from Grease to be live with us and talk to the audience. But so that's what we're doing. That's what I'm about. I sell equipment for all types of live stream, from low end to high end. So you can go to livestreamingmaster.com for that. And Live Entertainment Network will tell you more about the other stuff that I'm working on. So you can also follow me, Carlos Phoenix, on any platform there is. But love what you're doing. Keep going. I hope to watch you some more. Maybe we can even have your show on the platform. All sorts of stuff can happen. And good luck for the next few years.
Thank you, Mr. Carlos Phoenix, ladies and gentlemen. That was awesome. And once again, to all of you, the MediaScope family, it's because of you that this even exists. We do this because of you. You make it absolutely awesome. So all of you guys over on the Periscope side, I see you, Cosby and Sabrina, and TV channeling, my co-host from the TV channeling, Kevin is over there. Also, Mike, I see you, Peekaboo. Levoc Troublemaker, number 1. 2, number 2. I see you. Don't serve potato salad. I see you all trying to serve potato salad with raisins. That's not going to happen here. But I see some people have already put in the emoji snacks. I forgot to remind you, the emoji snacks, I'm glad you shared them and put them around because those are the only kind of snacks you're going to get here. Before we go, we have winners for the earrings.
Uh-oh.
Yes. So the council was not precluded from being a part of this. So Claude Diamond, you have won a pair of earrings. Claude Diamond, I'm going to let you select. I'm going to let you select whether you want red or black.
I don't know. I've never worn it.
Just picture them. Picture them on him.
You know.
Yes, I think it would look amazing on Claude.
I'll take the red ones. Thank you.
The red. All right.
Claudia will love them.
Claudia or Claude will love them. So, no judgment here. And the other winner is Cosby. Stephanie Cosby, you have won yourself a pair of earrings from culturalfindings.com. You guys are awesome. So both of you follow me on Twitter. So just go ahead in my DMs and give me where you want me to send it, okay? And I'll get those out within the next 2 days. Absolutely. All right, guys. So that about does it. We went a whole hour and a half. Woo! We did it. Okay, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and for joining us. We're going to make us all together. I mean, as many of us as you can, MC, because I want to sign off the way we always sign off. I love you for watching. I bid you adieu. Everybody point to your left. We're all going to exit stage left. All right, guys. See you next week. Cheers. We don't know our directions.
Thank you.
And council, stay on for a minute, okay, when we get off.
If we get off.
I know. Right, MC? Curtis? There we go.
There's a lot here, guys. Hold on.
No, we're not.
This is not a Wirecast.
Excuses.
Oh, by the way, Wirecast Gear is coming up with another second one.